the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome everybody to Good Morning Vail. Gretchen, Mark, we are live here at Solaris for the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games. She's all fired up. She just wants to start chatting.
I mean,
You're all excited. I know how you are about these kind of events, Gretchen. I'm the same way, and we're excited to be here. We have 2 hours of some really robust interviews and some great information.
I'm so excited. And before we get going, can we take a look at his, what do we call these, the jorts that you're rocking?
We don't need to go down that road.
You
You don't need to do that.
I didn't get the memo that we were supposed to dress up, but this one, as always, outdoes
But this
me.
is not dressing up.
He looks
Whatever.
pretty good.
Anyways,
I love it. I love
thanks.
it.
Not bad for a 55-year-old guy, right? I can
know.
pull it off.
You're steezy, but I'm so stoked about GoPro Mountain Games. Everything GoPro Mountain Games. It's going to be amazing.
How long have you lived in the Valley?
For 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've witnessed a bunch of these different installments of the Mountain Games over the years.
100%. And it gets better and more elevated every year. So I'm really excited.
They're doing some pretty neat stuff,
Yeah.
some new things this year at the Mountain Games. I think one of them is right behind us. It's the Collab Creator Stage. I don't know if you had a chance to review that at all, but it's a really neat opportunity for athletes and musicians and artists and the general public and dogs and everybody to come together in these spontaneous moments that are going to create some great content, live content, and then content for social media and the web and everything. So it's a new piece, and we're all excited about it.
I'm really excited about that too, because they do so many different conversations about, actually one of the things is creating content, how to do that on your phone for the GoPro Mountain Games. So it's kind of cool. You can come out here, see all these different things, and then learn how to put it on your socials, which is really cool.
And we're going to be talking with Abby Wren today, and
yes.
she is a content creator. She's amazing. That's going to be a great interview for us. We have a lot of great interviews. Right around the corner, we're going to be talking to Ross Leonhardt with the Vail Valley Foundation. This is the Vail Valley Foundation's baby. It is a year-long challenge every year to get this thing to come to its culmination, and it's wonderful. Once again, our river levels are at a great level for all the kayaking events, the fishing, the climbing. They brought slackline back this year.
I am obsessed with slacklining. I think it's amazing. I don't know how they do it. I've tried it and I fell on my face. True story.
You tried it.
I did try.
I tried it too. I've tried it too. We actually have a slackline. Heather Larson, who is a world famous slackliner with Slackline Industries, will be here for an interview with us also in just a little bit. So we've got a power-packed show for you the next 2 hours. A lot of great athletes and great content creators and just movers and shakers with the GoPro Mountain Games.
I think it's so neat because we have people coming in from all over the world, and I don't think everyone understands or sees that. This is a worldwide event, which is really cool. Right here in our home, Vail, which is dope. Yeah.
And the whole mantra since its day one inception is arts, music, mountains, and
all the dogs.
All the dogs. And adventure. And it really is. It's a culmination of all that, and it really does signify the work that the foundation, the town of Vail, Vail Resorts, the National Forest Service, all of the partners that pull this off allow this to happen, embracing everybody coming to town. Shops are all open. Restaurants are going. It's really the kickoff to summer, even though the weather's a little questionable daily.
I know.
I had shorts on, but I put long johns on under them.
For me to wear a coat right now in June, that's a big deal. You know me, but
I did a research on the weather we had on yesterday last year, and it was 90 degrees.
I would rather,
90.
I'm going to say something.
I like this more.
Me as well. I'm all about the cooler weather.
I'll take this more. It's been great. It really has been great. We have a great show for you. Just a moment, I got to look at that weather report. Then right around the corner, we're going to check in with Ross Leonhardt. I'm going to do weather. Want to help me out with it?
I think you can handle this, Mark. There you go.
Thanks. All right, let's take a look at your weather report. I got your weather information for the day in one of my pockets. Here we go. We're going to see about 53 degrees at 8 o'clock first thing this morning. We'll have a high of 71 in Vail, probably 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Partly cloudy, a slight breeze about 5 to 10 miles per hour with a 30% chance of maybe a little bit of moisture coming our way, but mostly sunny skies all around Eagle County. Your hourly forecast, we'll probably see 65 around noon and that high temperature of 71, once again coming around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon with a slight chance. It's a very slight chance of some moisture, but once again, mostly sunny. For Denver today, 80 degrees, very warm down there. 71 for Vail, 73 for Avon, 77 for Eagle. And we're looking at a 30% chance of moisture, once again, just so pack a light rain jacket just in case, drink plenty of water, bring your sunscreen, your sunglasses, and come to Vail for the 2023 installment of the GoPro Mountain Games. Tonight, 41 for a low, 10% chance of maybe a little bit of moisture, sun setting at 8:33. And then as we look at the remainder of our weekend, and we're knocking on the doors right now, Saturday 69, Sunday 70, Monday 66, Tuesday 62, Wednesday 65. Tuesday night's going to be cool, 31 degrees for a low, and anywhere from a 40 to a 50% chance all the way through the middle of next week for those afternoon pop-up thunderstorms. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now for you. Well, it is Friday. It is day number 2 of the 21st installment. This is the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Ross Leonhardt. We got some great interviews. Gretchen and I are fired up. We're going to get things cracking real soon. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're live here at Solaris. I got Ross Leonhardt with the Vail Valley Foundation. Day 1 in the books of the 21st installment of the games. Tell me, what's going on? How's it been for you? What's the energy feel like? Fill us all in with everything.
Yesterday was a great start. Thursday was very active for a Thursday, so we're really looking forward to a good crowd today. The energy was insane. The whitewater is going off. All those guys are having a blast out there. It's so much fun to watch. This new collab stage right behind us, that vibe and energy that's coming off that stage with some of the influencers and outdoor industry folks is going to be off the charts this weekend.
And then right behind us, right here, the site of the original slackline events, and it's returned, Ross.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. These slackliners, people wanted them back.
Yeah, of course. And what's really cool is we have we have Heather Larson, who's been doing this for a long time. We have Mickey Wilson, who's a legend in the country and in Colorado. We have Davis. Davis is the first ever world champion in Highline, I believe I'm saying that correctly.
We're talking to him later, too.
Perfect.
He's good.
So, we have some really high-level slackliners, and people want to see them, and they want to see them right here in the middle in Solaris. So it's cool to have it back.
And I think, just a side note, when we talk about the slacklining, when you go over to the I Bridge, the International Bridge, and there's a slack line going over the river, and there's somebody on the slack line, and then 20 feet down, there's 10 kayakers and rafters doing tricks on the trick wave. It's so dynamic and so, robust, and it's intense.
You got to kind of take a step back and think, like, where do you see this, right? Like, where do you see a kayaker going through this crazy little pit and then a slackliner jumping around? What I love about that is the 8-ball kayak. When they have that race where the 8-ballers are kind of knocking into the racers, and then there's a slackliner dangling down trying to slap them in two. So
and then there's 300 people staring down at everybody too. There's a lot of people there. This is a lot of pressure on the athletes.
Oh yeah.
But they get in their zone. It really is.
And it's some of it's some of the best of them, Mark. Like Nick Troutman's back out with his wife Emily Jackson, their whole family. So some high-level athletes out here this year. Every year, and also it's open to amateurs. So that's one of the cool things about the GoPro Mountain Games is people like you and I that might not have that savviness on a kayak.
I got savviness with a fly rod in my hand.
There you
go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
See, we got that. Hey, music. We got a lot of good music.
Yeah.
Let's touch on that because that's big here at the Mountain Games.
Yeah, for sure. So free music throughout the day. We have 2 stages, 2 Go RVing stages. One at Checkpoint Charlie, kind of straight down past the I Bridge here, and one over at the Hangout at Golden Peak. We cannot confirm it, but we believe yesterday Emelise was on the stage over in the Hangout, and we think her beautiful voice parted the clouds for us and brought the sun to us. So some of these free live shows you can check out throughout the day. There's plenty of shade and food over in the Hangout. So that's the daytime music, and then at night everything moves over to the amp over and over just down the street here. And tonight we have Array Below. It's kind of a stripped-down version of Goose.
Oh, I think it's going to be a good show.
Pretty
right
fun
there.
jam band.
I like Goose. I like Goose. I can't wait to see this one.
Yeah, so that's going to be a great one. And then we have one more of those tomorrow night. And those are ticketed. Tickets are, I think, $32 and under to get in the door. So nothing crazy. And really, it's the action's here all day. And then at night, it moves to the amp.
Yeah, so I was announcing the Rocky Fun Dog Run yesterday. And I was done, and I wrapped it up. I walked through the village, and it was peaceful, because everybody was over listening to Brothers of a Feather.
Yes. So Motet opened for them. That was a fun show. Kicked things off. We kind of officially started our concert season at the amp with Opry at the amp in April. But this is
earliest opening ever.
Yeah, but we had to clear a lot of snow for that one. So this is a good kind of summer kickoff. We have the biggest lineup of ever for the amp this summer. So all the way through October, we got stuff going on.
Oh, man, I love it. What are we looking out for today? What can you highlight that we can be keeping an eye on that anybody viewing in should be looking at?
Yeah, so the North American Cup Series is back. That's the big climbing wall over by Gondola 1. They're kicking off here in about an hour. Some qualifying. There's a lot of qualifying rounds today. So definitely check that out. Those guys are freaks. There's a silver medalist from the 2020 Olympics.
Wait, those guys are freaks.
Yeah. That seriously, watching them scale this
wall. They feather up the wall like they weigh nothing. It's like there's no gravity attached to them.
It's insane. I know. I look really fit. I could never do that. So definitely check out climbing. It's pretty high level. And like I said, we've got a silver medalist from the 2020 Olympics out there competing. He's a local, so he's just kind of out here to do it. So he's kind of the top gun out there. A lot going on. The Dock Dogs, everything down in Dogtowns all day, every day throughout the weekend. We did have 8 adoptable dogs adopted, all 8 of them, yesterday.
Oh, you did? And Rhiannon said with the Eagle County Animal Shelter, they're going to have a bunch more today.
Another 8 today.
There were a bunch of shelter dogs in the run yesterday, too. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's good to see. Good to see. So, so much going on from Dogtown all the way to the Hangout again. Like, all of our food this year, the food vendors are over in the Hangout, so we're really encouraging people to go over there. There's a ton of kids stuff over there. Kids climbing wall, kids sup pool over at the Hangout. So tons of stuff to do.
Yep.
Tons of our awesome sponsors and partners are out here. Some really cool booths going on. Polaris is doing a Unpack It challenge every day, seeing how fast you can unpack all the gear.
And that's over at the
That's
Hangout.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on, a lot of kids stuff, a lot of stuff to see and do, and yeah, it's Mountain Games.
Love the Mountain Games. All right, brother. I'm going to see you around all day long with your orange jacket. We'll see each other.
Yeah.
But hey, real quick, can you just give a shot of Ross's outfit here? I thought I was looking good. You're looking good too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Friday's party day for the Mountain Games, so starting it off right.
Oh, dude, I love it. All right, we'll be right back. We got Ariel Tweedo showing up right now. She just ran in from somewhere. We got more from the GoPro Mountain Games here at Solaris Plaza. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs. And we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now. And they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s. And we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so excited to be at the GoPro Mountain Games talking to my new friend, Ariel. Ariel she wears all the hats. She is a woman of all trades.
I'm wearing a hat right now.
No, she actually ran to us this morning. Ariel, how are you doing?
I'm doing so good. I mean, how could I not be good with a place like Vail? Oh my God, I'm in love.
I think that Vail's in love with you too, because I've heard from everyone last night at the show until this morning that how much everyone loves you here.
Well, I'm flattered.
So Ariel's pretty amazing. I heard that you came, about 2 years ago?
This is my third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
Okay. And you came for the e-bike.
Yep, I came for the e-bike race and loved it. And now I'm obsessed with e-biking. It's so fun. And then now I'm back for running and all the stuff. Go ahead.
So this woman is amazing because she is going to do the mud run, and I want you to tell everyone all about this.
Also, you're going to do it with me.
We might. You know what? That could be a good moment for us. Maybe we will do the mud run. At least Ariel will be there. I'll be cheering her on. Maybe you can get me to do it.
It's awesome. It's so mellow. So it's like families, kids. It's not a huge competition. It's just seriously running and jumping in mud. And who doesn't like that? I love it. It's so fun. And then it's just fun being with kids. It makes you feel like a kid to like play in mud, roll around. And I love it.
I feel like you're the type of person, tell me if I'm wrong, do you put like mud stripes on your face to get ready in the moment, become one with the mud, and then do the mud run?
You know me so well already.
I love this woman. Well, I am going to brag about Ariel a little bit because not only does she love the GoPro Mountain Games and she's done the e-bike, what you did the mud run, the dog racing?
I didn't do the dog race and I got sidetracked and went mountain biking. I was going to, and I have to say yes to everything, so I missed it, but ended up going up there, where I don't even know where we are, somewhere in the mountains with the e-bikes yesterday with the Bosch team.
And Ariel has seen a few friendly and maybe not so friendly adventurers, we'll say. Can you tell us who you ran into while you were running the other day?
I ran into a mama bear and 2 little cubs. They were like that big and the cutest little things, but then it's pretty terrifying when you're out in the middle of nowhere with no bear spray. Dumb. But yeah, I hid behind a rock for about 30 minutes and called my parents. I was like, just so you know, and like they could do anything there in Alaska. And my dad's like, why are you calling us? Call somebody in Vail. Yeah, but then they didn't do anything. I just slowly walked away, and then I slowly and then quickly ran away. So.
And were you running to Minturn? Is that correct? Where were you going exactly?
I was going to Minturn. Yeah.
So you were so prepared this year for the mud run. Are you doing anything else at the GoPro Mountain Games?
I'm gonna do Peppies. For the first time. I haven't done it, so I'm going to do it with the Athetes crew. And then what else am I doing? I'm definitely going to jump in the river, but not that's no competition, but I feel like I need to sit in the river. What else are we doing? The concerts, but the Peppies and then the mud run are going to be probably my top ones.
So what is your favorite moment? Like, what do you like the most? I know there's music, there's so many cool people. You're obviously very athletic. Who runs over here and looks this good? I'm just saying, truthfully, I'm this early in the morning too.
I have concert face and hair from yesterday. It was so fun. I danced my face. I'm actually sore from dancing. I climbed the mountains, but I'm actually more sore from dancing from last night.
I think we're definitely meant to be friends because I was dancing as well, and I woke up this morning and I'm like, I'm getting old. That was a lot.
It was a lot, but it's so fun. And you were saying what my favorite part was. Yeah. It's honestly like this moment, like meeting new friends, being around like-minded people that love being outside, just people that are like dirty, that just want to play. Like, and it's a like-minded group of people, and it's my favorite time of the year. I love it, and I hope I get to come back every year.
I think you'll be invited back. I'm pretty certain I can say that, at least with us on Good Morning Vail. We love you. You could take over the show for us and just talk to. You could talk to me next year. I'll do the mud run for sure.
No, you're so nice.
But I agree with you. I think the people here, the energy is different, and people just get down and they're happy and they're healthy and they're doing what they love. And so you're right. It has a different energy and people connect and vibe in a different way.
Yeah, and the altitude. I grew up by the ocean, so I get up here and I'm like, am I out of shape? I always forget, and then I'm like, oh no, we're just like 50 miles high.
You know what? That's a really good point, and that's valid. I haven't thought about that for everyone coming in, traveling, because a bunch of us have lived here for years. Yeah. How has that affected you, and do you do anything? Do you take oxygen or do any of that stuff? Just drink a lot of water? Or
I was going to say drink a lot of beer, but not as much. No, I'm kidding, sorry.
She is meant to live in Vail, people.
No, I love it. Just slowly acclimate. I just take it day by day, but you sort of forget about it. You're having so much fun, and then it just hits you and like, oh, that's why I'm out of breath, but it's great up here.
Ariel, what does today look like for you? Take us through a typical day in Ariel's life. At the Vail GoPro Mountain Games, of course.
Well, I'm going to probably run along the river a little bit more. I love that river. And then I have a meeting with Isopier. And we're hiking tomorrow morning. Oh, if anyone wants to hike tomorrow at 7 a.m., I think we're meeting here, and then we're doing a 2-hour hike with Isopier and me. So come on out. And then at 1, I'm doing something with M-Sculpt. It's like the vibration thing. So don't know what that's going to look like, but I feel like my cheeks are just going to go everywhere. So I'm doing that, and then I'm just going to go and wander and probably watch some of my friends compete in the kayaking. Yeah, and then probably go to the concert and have a blast again.
I love that you say yes to life. I feel like that's your motto. Say yes to life.
Everybody should say yes to life. It's so short. You have to have experiences every day, meet new friends. Yeah, say yes.
I love this. Ariel, you're so cool. And I want to say a little bit more about you because I know not only do you have your own travel show, how cool is that? And you're a voiceover actress as well.
Yeah, I have I mean, that's a big statement. I'm still learning, but we're on the Great North. It's on Fox on Sunday nights. We're on season 4. And my character's name is Kima. I'm a really bratty little 16-year-old girl. And she sounds just like this because my voice doesn't change. And yeah, it's a blast. Though. It's so fun. It's been a dream doing that.
How did you get into all things outdoors? Because I know so many people aren't raised. I mean, thank goodness to my mom and dad. They took me camping, hiking, biking. Was that your childhood or was this something just inside your soul?
I think it's both. I grew up in a little village in Alaska. The only way in and out is by airplane. There's one store. We grew up hunting and fishing and gathering, and me and my friends would just play outside all the time. I honestly could make it in a house for maybe 5 minutes during the day, and then I'm like, I have to be outside. I'm so much happier and I think healthier when I'm outside and in the mountains or in the ocean. And yeah, I just love it.
I love that. So you live in Alaska, but Vail, is it one of your top 3 favorite places to come visit?
I actually don't live anywhere right now. I'm sort of
nomadic,
yeah, or homeless, or everywhere's my home. I'm debating to live somewhere in Colorado. Vail's definitely in the top 5. I was just in Frisco the other day and Fruta. I love Colorado, so I'm in the search for home, or I'll just live on the road forever.
Well, I think, I love your lifestyle and I love that you're a nomad, but I would love to have you as my best friend here in Vail. So I feel like maybe, Vail, you should think about coming here.
Be careful what you wish for. You might just end up on your couch.
You know what? I would not be upset by that. I have 2 dogs that would love you, Bali and Gypsy. Ariel, you're so awesome. And thank you for hanging out. And keep it right here for more of the GoPro Mountain Games on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad, sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, we want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so stoked again to be at the GoPro Mountain Games this morning. It's early in the morning with one of my friends, Andrew Alexander King, who is so dope. I have been a little bit obsessed with you, stalking you on Instagram because he is amazing. He is such a baddie, and you surfer as well as a climber. And I just want you, tell us all about you.
Yeah, so first off, thank you for having me here. Gee, appreciate it. And it's amazing to be at the GoPro Mountain Games, which is going to be packed here today, tomorrow, and the rest of the weekend. Saw some cool, amazing people yesterday. Met some idols. Lynn Hill was amazing to talk to, so it was really cool. But yeah, I do big wave surfing and alpinism, and I have my own nonprofit, which is the Between Worlds Project, which helps other people around the world get into the outdoors and combat issues in their communities. I legit was just in Mexico down there training for big wave surfing, climbing with my friends, and I'm really just getting excited for the next part of this year. So we are going to be in the oceanic region doing big wave surfing, nonprofit work, giving back to the oceanic environment, cleaning up beaches from plastic and resetting some coral, planting coral for the ecosystem of the planet for that, and then climbing a little bit too, Carson's Pyramid, hopefully if we can pick that in, and then go back to Portugal this winter and do some big wave surfing training there with a team in Nazaré, and then Chamonix for alpinism again.
Now you understand why I've been stalking his Instagram. I feel like, what am I doing right now in Vail? GoPro Mountain Games, you are you should be the face of GoPro Mountain Games. You give back. You're so into what you do. Big wave surf, oh my goodness. That's a moment. I loosely lived in Maui for a little bit, and I can barely get up on a surfboard. So.
It is like that. Some days for me, it's I'm just I'm going to punt it. So, and I just fall off. But it's been a process. So coming from Detroit, no one in my family climbed or surfed, and I just taught myself and my grandparents, and I moved there. And so it's been a great journey, but it's always about giving back. You find a passion, you give it back, and I'm just excited to be here and talk about that. I'll be on the collab stage Saturday, and from I think 4:45 to 5:15. And so for us, we'll be discussing with my friend El Renee all the trips we've been on. We've been to Africa together, we climbed in Chamonix together, and it's a really cool perspective from photographer to athlete dynamic of what that's like. And I'm just super excited to meet everyone, hug everyone, high five, and just see the stoked of everyone here. Vail is a really cool place to be in, not gonna lie. I was here 15 years ago when I was in college, did not ski or anything because I didn't know how to do that. But now I'm just blown away how cool and amazing, and the atmosphere of the people. It's just really humbling to be here, so yeah.
And I love your energy. I have to tell, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but on his Instagram, when he was driving here, I think your friend was driving you, and he was so hyped. He was jamming out, and I'm I'm interviewing him. It's happening. Have you always had that good energy about you, or are you just really stoked to be here?
Most people are like that. For me, I think like I tell people, you only get this one thing called life, so live it and love it beautifully. And so for me, it's I wake up, meditate, set my intentions of the day, really push myself into that, and just, you never know who you're going to meet, and I think it shows a lot that you could be standing next to someone that is the CEO of a company that is also someone that's going to pick you up when your car breaks down. So just give that light and show people that's there. So for me, it's I'm just grateful to be alive and do what I do every day.
I love that. One of my favorite sayings is you got to love the life that you live. 100%. It's true.
100%. Nice. Yeah.
So I have a question for you. How did you get into surfing and climbing?
So I used to, when I started getting into it, I didn't, this is a funny story. So I taught myself how to swim in order to surf when we lived in Hawaii in Ewa Beach. And then I just, bought a surfboard and paddled out and up in the North Shore, which I should not have been doing. I was punting. No, you should not be doing that. And I just really felt it to be a place where I found the most connection with me in nature. Nice. And so from there, I would go up, start hiking Diamond Head, other places, and then I would just meditate and come down and surf. I didn't know that alpinism and rock climbing with ropes was a thing. Wow. And so for me, I thought you just climbing a mountain. So I hiked and climbed about over 50 different volcanoes and mountains around the world. And I would come down if I could in the same day and go surfing at different islands. And so I just kept doing it. And then over time, I just lets me give back from working my normal job in technology to help other nonprofits and people, get into the sport. Yeah. So it was just me finding a place where I just felt at peace. And my goal now in life is to create that bridge and use the tools of climbing, surfing, and technology to make sure people have that option to find peace. So
it feels like it just was part of you and you found it, and now that's so neat though. Not only did you find it and you you vibe with that, but you're giving that back to others, and you want other people to experience that moment and that.
I think that's the bigger thing for me. It's not about the first ascents or how big the mountain is or the biggest wave is. I love that, but it's like when you're out in the lineup and you see someone doing it, I would like give a board to a kid or someone that local that really needs it. Give the gear to someone that really wants to break into the sport. Open the doors. I tell people, I want to be known for in this time when I transition on for more doors are opened and safe places I built versus, how many big waves I've surfed or how many big mountains I climbed.
You are amazing. I think everyone is going to love you after this interview. So what are you most stoked about for the GoPro Mountain Games? Because we were saying, it is all about, obviously, it's all about athletes and athletics and world-renowned athletes coming in, but the energy, the vibe, the music, the art, what are you the most stoked to do or see?
That's a good question. I'm stoked to see, the bands, the collab stage, and a lot of great, amazing artists. They put a lot of work into this year, and I'm super excited to see that come through, and which you're seeing a little bit already. And then I'm super excited to see, the North American Cup of the Climbers. A little bit I was there yesterday, and so watching the people come from Denver, Boulder, and around the world just to see that. Unfortunately, I don't get to go to many of them, but it's really cool to see how everyone's coming together, and that's what getting outdoors is. It's like everyone comes to this space. Nature's colorful. We're colorful. Let's have a whole day here to just be stoked about it. That's what I'm excited for mostly. And also to not get altitude sickness because I can drink more water.
I was just about to say, how has the altitude, has it bothered you a little bit, or are you doing pretty well?
I'm doing okay. Because I was just at altitude in Mexico City. What is up with my head? And then I was just like, I'm just chugging water. I was just waiting for the guys to pick me up. I'm like, I'm just going to chug water. So I'm going to take it easy. So this week, we're just going to have a great time. And any questions you have, like you said, DM me. Cool. I answer all my DMs and talk to people, give a hug, give a high five, and happy to learn from people. So yeah.
Well, you are an amazing human being. Your family should be so proud, and you should be so proud of yourself. You're inspiring me to do more with my life. True story. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Definitely check this one out. I adore him. And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're live at the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games. Found this lady riding her bike by. She wanted to come up and get in front of the camera. No, we had this all set up. Cheyenne Orvis. She is a fly fishing guide, a fly fishing influencer, I'd say, a mom.
A travel host.
A travel host.
Yep, the West Slope Angling representative for the Colorado Wildlife Council.
Wait, so travel host. Let's rewind this one a little bit.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Give me in a nutshell. What do you do with that?
I take my clients and guests to various locations around the world and share them these beautiful exotic destinations.
And you're taking them on fishing trips, or is it always fishing associated with it?
Yep, fishing.
Okay.
Primarily fly fishing for saltwater species,
Okay.
or Patagonia, Chile, Belize, Mexico are a couple of my favorite places.
Hey, Cheyenne, do you have a favorite place that you've taken people, or how about where have you found to be the most wonderful fly fishing experience for you personally overall? Is there one that stands out above the rest? Because they're all beautiful in their own way. I know how that is.
It's hard to pick one because they are all so beautiful. Like, I feel like you get such different experiences through like saltwater fishing. In those places, it's like tropical, warm. You get to like wade in the flats. And then Patagonia is this like wild, remote experience. And I love both for different reasons.
Do you like catching small cutthroat trout and brook trout along with your tarpon and your dorado?
Yeah, nothing
right?
beats a dry fly
I know,
in a
right?
small little creek for sure.
I know.
And you somehow got your cast in between two little tight branches. You made it work.
And so where are you from?
Flint, Michigan.
My wife's from up north, Harbor Springs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Michigan, little Midwest folk.
Right? I love it.
I know.
You Michigan girls are trouble. I know that for
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So then what pulled you in, like, let's rewind to how you kind of dabbled your toes in the river the first time. Like, what was it all about for you? Like, how did you get into it?
Yeah, my grandfather shared fly fishing with me when I was a little girl, when I was 12 in northern Michigan. And then at 17, had the option to go to college, and my sister sat down and she's like, well, what do you want to do? And that just wasn't the right fit for me. I didn't do well in school, and I opted to get a one-way plane ticket to Colorado and got here, and I've never left. That was 8 years ago. And pretty quickly dove into guiding, into traveling and hosting trips, and just built a life around what I love. And I feel super grateful to be able to share that with other people.
Isn't it a wonderful thing, Cheyenne? Like, and my roots are in fly fishing also, and to be able to find something that you can attach yourself to at an early age, to understand like what your identity is and what you need to make it tick, and you're passionate about it, and you can earn a living doing it, is what most people want to achieve, but a lot of them don't. So you're fortunate, really. Remember that every day.
Yeah, fortunate, but I also worked really hard. So I do want to acknowledge that. It takes a lot of work to build something around what you love, and to be able to be passionate about sharing that with other people. And I think that's what's most important to me, is like I get to do what I love, but I also get to introduce the sport to other women who might be intimidated stepping into it, or other kids, or anybody walking into it who might be a little, nervous to try something new.
So when you say northern Michigan, are you talking about the Ausable? Are we talking about the PM? Where are we going to go fish up there?
Yeah.
What's your favorite river in Michigan? Do you have one?
I can't quite figure out the Ausable. It's slow. It's like primarily a dry fly fishery. I like never hit it at the right time. The Pure Marquette is awesome though. I love steelhead and salmon fishing up there. And then we had a really old lake house in our family and on Lake Michigan, and I would spend a lot of time bass fishing and pike fishing.
Did you ever fish the hex hatch?
I never timed it
I did it a
right.
couple years
I
ago to
missed
try
out.
it out for the first time, and it's an experience. It's neat.
Big. So the hex hatch is just giant bugs that sit on top of the
big white
water.
mayflies that are enormous.
Yeah, and the special thing about fly fishing, if you've never tried it before, it's like you get to watch and interact with these fish. So like you're throwing artificial flies, and they'll sit on top of the water, and you'll watch trout, if you've seen those before, come up and they'll eat them off the surface. And it's when you're just so hyper focused on that, it's so meditating. It's so grounding.
Oh.
And also exhilarating. It's like all the things in one.
And it's even more exciting when you see that fish coming up to look at it ever so slow, and they inspect it, and then they say no, and they turn away, and you sit there, and you want to pull it out and recast, but just let it sit there, let it sit there, let it sit there. Yeah, there's something about it. Therapy.
Yeah.
It's tranquil. There's so much about it.
Yeah.
And it isn't for everybody though. I think, Cheyenne, it's nice to say that too, because it's the truth. Some people don't have the patience that goes along with really embracing the fly fishing the right way. So
Yeah, and luckily there's
yeah.
sports for them. So
Yeah.
we're so fortunate to
I
live in
know,
a
right?
place where you can do just about anything.
Well, we just interviewed that other gentleman who's a big wave surfer, world
Yeah.
famous big wave surfer.
Wow.
He wouldn't stand in a river trying to catch a trout.
No.
Probably
I mean,
not.
maybe it would be like the solitude. It would be like sometimes we need balance in our life. So if you are an extreme
Could be.
sport
Yeah,
person,
might be.
this could be something different for you. So.
All right, so let's get back to you here.
Yeah.
GoPro Mountain Games. You've been here before, 6 years ago. You're back again. You're going to be a part of the Collab Creator Stage, which is located right behind us here.
Yeah.
10 o'clock today. So what's going on with that? Can you give us that in a nutshell, what we're looking at?
Yeah, so 10 a.m. I'm going to be telling a little bit about my story, where I came from, and my transition into guiding and traveling around the world, and also now motherhood. So it'll be a really fun conversation. We'll have I Am Sloth, Tim, going to be doing some really cool art behind. So as I'm sharing these stories about fishing, he's going to be able to create some really beautiful pieces from it. So come stop by and come check it out. And then tomorrow I'm going to be competing. We'll see how that goes. A little casting comp.
Competing.
That I have
She's
not
like, just so you know,
practiced
she's
for.
like, I sweat a lot, I get nervous.
I mean, I do.
She is right now. Wait,
I
so
know,
you're
I'm
competing,
hiding
so,
the armpits.
and I'm going to be announcing tomorrow, so we'll have fun with it. We're going to make it light
I'm
and
so
easy.
grateful.
If you want to see Cheyenne competing, we have first round of the casting comp over at Ford Park at 8 o'clock. They have to cast at targets for points and distance for points in a certain amount of time, and then when you advance, we
please
make it to
don't.
the eye bridge.
Please don't come watch me.
And then do you have a booth set up here anywhere or no?
No,
You're just
I
kind
don't.
of rolling around.
Yeah, I'll be rolling
Okay.
around with my little nugget. So if you see me, come say hi. I love to make new friends.
All right, well,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Thank you.
Everybody, Cheyenne Orvis, check her out. What is it, Shy on the Fly?
Shy on the fly.
All right.
All right.
Well done. We'll be right back. We have more of the show coming up. We have hour number 2 right around the corner. I've got another interview back to back. We'll be right back with more of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome back to our show. Next up, we have Davis James. He is with the Orvis Company. He is the Orvis Community Leader. Define that for me, Orvis Davis. Tell me. Orvis Davis. I like that.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I am in charge of in-person events, kind of experiences, connecting the community to the brand, both at our dealers, retail stores, and events like this, the GoPro Mountain Games.
And you guys have been involved with the Mountain Games on some level for how many years now? Do you recall?
This is our second year.
Okay.
Years ago, Hutch Hutchison used to kind of represent Orvis kind of on this level out here in the Valley. He still works with us now on the adventures side. And so, yeah, we've had a presence in years past, but it kind of officially, since I've been with the company, 2 years in a row here.
And I think it's nice to let people know that within the GoPro Mountain Games, there is this really big fly fishing component that has been a part of the Mountain Games since 2006, before it was even GoPro. And that was represented by different companies over the years, and it's nice to have the name of Orvis that's so well known around the world, that's been around for a very long time, kind of catapulting that event and that part of the Mountain Games to that next level, because it's necessary, and you guys are going to do a great job. I can feel it.
Yeah, we bring 166 years of being a family-owned fly fishing business
166 years.
166 years.
Wow.
And what's really cool, the connection to the Mountain Games is, there's a lot of great sustainability and conservation-focused initiatives happening here with as far as how the trash is dealt with, how the impact is minimal on the town of Vail, and that's something that we can really get behind as a brand and that we're really stoked about.
And I think that's amazing too. You mentioned what they're doing here, Walking Mountains, and you heard about it at that meeting the other night. They are in every compost area. The people are there sorting through every piece of trash that gets put into there to make sure that it ends up in the right bin. And they're shooting for 90%, I think 90% no
Diverted,
landfill.
yeah.
It's pretty amazing. And companies like Orvis that are big on sustainability and really trying to move the needle to help support the environment going ahead, it's a 100% effort by everybody. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, since we're a 5% for the Planet company since 1989, we've collected and donated $30 million to conservation-focused initiatives. So Trout Unlimited, No Pebble Mine, a bunch of different initiatives that are out there. So
while you're here at this event, you've got your big fancy Orvis vehicle. I think I've seen it kicking around. But you guys are here along with as supporting the community and supporting the fishing comp. What do you have going on at your booth? Is there anything that you want to share with people they need to swing by and say, come back, check this out?
Yeah.
I'm going to share this with you?
Yeah, we're all about kind of spreading the love of fly fishing, getting the next group of folks involved in the sport. We're doing one-on-one casting lessons at our booth. We also have a little gift card giveaway going on to hopefully get somebody geared up for their, future missions on the river. Beyond that, we're going to have some fly tying demos today at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Okay.
And we're going to run that through the rest of the games here. So 2 per day. And then, we're involved with the Orvis Species Slam with the Orvis 2
Let's
Fly.
talk about that, the Species Slam. Let's mention that. That's a new event this year for the Mountain Games.
So the Species Slam, a lot of anglers get out there on the water and they're not just focused on one species of fish. It's kind of all about, you catch a rainbow trout, a brown trout, a brook trout. That can be a really good day on the water. So we decided to kind of take an abbreviated version of a tournament I've run in the past called 25 in the Fly. It's 25 species in 2 days, and we parsed it down to 7 species over 1 day on Sunday. It's going to be 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., so teams of 2 just go out here in the Vail and Eagle County area and catch as many species as they can on the fly with their partner. They film it with their smartphone, and we're able to kind of judge and see how many fish they caught.
And I think that's really important to let people know about this in the sense that Orvis, along with the Mountain Games, really targeting that Grom category this year too. We're looking for that next age category of the kids and the Groms to really help us continue to support the fly fishing industry for themselves and for their families in the generations ahead. So this Species Slam, I think, is great for that, because you can go, I can take my kid, we can go do it. 2 kids can go and do it, right? I mean, it's a good engagement piece for children.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of young kids that came by the booth over the last yesterday that are local to the town of Vail or Avon or nearby, and spent a ton of time fishing Gore Creek, and they've caught all those species that are on the list already. And the Groms tend to they have the ability to fish maybe a little more than I do. So we're really happy to kind of support them and have something for them to participate and compete in.
That's so awesome. Where are you going to be located? Where are you stationed?
So we're right over by Checkpoint Charlie's, which is kind of the turn right past the bridge. So right by International Bridge.
Yeah, I mean right down through there, right? Right through here near Checkpoint.
Yeah, you can't miss the Orvis truck. We got a raft up on the roof, and we're propped up and ready to share the love of fly fishing.
All right, I can't wait to be a part of it. Davis, good to see you, buddy.
You too.
Yeah, we got Davis with Orvis. Swing by, check it out. We got more of the GoPro Mountain Games, hour number 2, right around the corner. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring,
We gotta just chill out. This lady right here needs to chill out. Gretchen, I'm kidding.
He's wearing jorts. That's not, I don't need to chill. I look great.
It's been a great first hour, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Vail. We are live here at the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games. We're on Solaris Plaza. We have the Martini Glass behind us. We have the Collab Creator Stage behind us, and I got Gretchen next to me. What's up? You doing good? You having a good day?
I am so stoked. I think I might do the mud run. I really, after talking to all these people and hearing how stoked they are about all these events, I think I might have to partake. Will you do it too?
You selecting the mud run out of all the ones?
I mean, can't you see me with the mud on my face going through the mud?
You'd be like a warrior, right?
Yes, warrior goddess. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So you had a chance to chat with a few interesting folks over the past hour.
Amazing human beings.
Any inspiration come from that for you?
100%. I was just saying, I think it's so beautiful how they're so into the sports, but also they want to give back to the communities. Everyone I've spoken to has just been so lovely and so passionate about life, and I think that's what this is all about. It's not just about sports, it's about the community and really loving your life and giving back to others and showing others that passion, which is...
And I think that that's going to be kind of like a defining piece of what we have here at the GoPro Mountain Games once again, And we're going to be chatting with Heather Larson here momentarily, and she's going to be another one of those inspirational pieces of our Good Morning Vail puzzle. And we're excited that we're going to chat about that in a sec. We're excited that Slackline is back at the games this year.
So cool.
Right? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. People were asking for it. They're like, where did it go?
And it's hard. I've tried it. It is not easy, and I'm pretty athletic. It's not easy. Ooh, dogs.
Dogs are a big part of the mountain games too, right?
I know.
So I announced the Rocky Fun Dog Run yesterday. There were 123 two-legged people with 123 four-legged runners also. It was pretty fun.
Wow, that's dope. I need to get Gypsy and Bali out here. I need my dogs.
They did a 5K up and around the mountain and back down.
Wow, that's insane. I couldn't do that. So.
Anyways, GoPro Mountain Games 2023. We're here. We have a lot going on. We have the Collab stage right behind us. Things are starting to wake up.
Yes.
Vendors are starting to open up their booths. We have competitions right around the corner. I think we have slackline demonstrations coming up soon. We'll find out about that in just a little bit.
Super cool.
Live music everywhere. A lot of great food spread from Lion's Head all the way over to Gold Peak.
You can even adopt a dog, speaking about dogs, that's pretty awesome. I heard that all of them got adopted yesterday.
And with the Eagle County Animal Shelter, Rhianna will be on the show in a little bit. Hopefully she'll have some dogs with her. But this is their biggest adoption event of the year each year.
I did not realize that. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they're going to be set up over next to, in Dogtown, over at the base of the Eagle Bond Gondola in Lion's Head. And they have the pool set up where they have the dog jumping. And they're going to be right there for adoptions.
I have to be honest, that's my favorite. I love the dog.
Really?
Yes, I think it's so cute. It's so cool.
So what are your dogs? What do you have for dogs?
I have Gypsy. They're both rescue dogs, and a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix, and then Bali rescue as well. He is a Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix.
So two little micro dogs, not tiny but smaller.
I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, so compared to me, they seem micro. But no, they're dope. Actually, Gypsy.
What are they, like 25 pounds?
Gypsy's 20, and then Bali I think is around 30. But they also ride on skateboards. One can go behind you when you're backcountry skiing. So don't get them wrong. They're tough. They could be out here.
Have you seen my TikTok post?
TikTok?
I'm on TikTok. We're going to talk about this in a little bit.
I mean, I'll follow you now. I have not seen it yet.
I had my dog on my shoulders the whole time. It's pretty comical. Hey, anyways, we'll be right back. I got to look at that weather report. Let's talk about that. We have Heather Larson standing by, stretching by. We'll be right back with more of our second hour of Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at your weather now, everybody. We got just a little bit first thing this morning. Temperatures, I think, are going to start probably, let me check my notes here, 53 degrees right about now at 8 o'clock, not in the shade, in the sun. And then we're going to see 71 for the high temperature in Vail, probably 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Slight breeze out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies. Just like yesterday, we're going to see sunshine for a good part of the day here in Eagle County and for the GoPro Mountain Games. We've had a lot of rain and a lot of unstable weather over the past 4 to 5 weeks, and now we're starting to see that shift just in time for the event going on this weekend. Your hourly forecast will show you 60s midday, high temperature of 71, mostly sunny skies all the way through the entire day also around Eagle County. For Denver today, we'll see temperatures about 80 degrees. And there's going to be about a 30% chance from Denver all the way up here to the mountains for a slight passing shower in the afternoon. 71 for Vail, 73 for Avon, and then 77 as you make your way to the west down towards Eagle and Gypsum. Tonight we'll see a low of 41 with a 10% chance of maybe a passing shower. Our sun setting at 8:33, just in time to make your way over to the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater to see Orabello and to see the Heavy performing. Saturday, 69 for a high with a 40% chance of afternoon storms. We'll see 70 for Sunday, 66 for Monday, 62 for Tuesday, 65 for Wednesday. Anywhere from a 40 to a 50% chance of moisture coming your way all the way through the middle of next week. So that's a look at your weather for Friday here at the GoPro Mountain Games. We're knocking on the doors of the weekend, but for everybody that's here right now, the weekend has begun. We're taking a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Slackliner and Highliner with Slackline Industries. Heather, the stretcher who needs some coffee, Larson. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs. And we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now. And they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s. And we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm so excited. I'm here with Slackline extraordinaire, my girl, Heather Larson. How are you doing, Heather?
Doing well, thanks.
We're laughing because I'm 6 foot tall. I'm very, very tall. And Heather is normal height, 5'2".
I wouldn't say it's normal. Pretty short still, but yeah.
So Heather, I'm so excited. I've heard so much about you. I'm going to make you a little uncomfortable for a moment. She is brilliant, amazing slackliner. I have tried, Heather, and I'm pretty good athlete. I cannot do it. How did you get involved? How did you get into this? I want to hear. I've heard you're amazing.
Well, slacklining is, it's just this balanced sport and it draws people in. You can get so creative with it. So what really drew me into the sport was that I could go any direction I wanted with it. You know, I could do tricks, I could highline, I could go over the water, I could do yoga. So it's just, you know, an all-encompassing activity. So.
That's awesome. I never would have thought about that, doing yoga, that piece, because I love yoga. That's amazing. Do you ever get nervous or scared? Because it's to me, it seems a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, it can be scary. You get used to it. You know, once you're in an environment enough, it becomes more comfortable. So, yeah, it's scary sometimes, but the more you do it, the less scary it is.
Well, and Heather, are there a lot of women that do slacklining? Because for me, I feel like I see a lot of men. So is it more male dominated?
I would say trick lining is more male dominated. We do have one female competitor this weekend. Her name is Olga.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's like a lot of outdoor sports, fairly male dominated, but there are a lot of really amazing women in the sport as well.
That's what I was just about to say. We actually met last night at the show, and I instantly was like so drawn to you. You're such an amazing, strong, powerful force, I would say. And I love that you inspire other women to get out there and do this. Is there anything that you would like women to know about slacklining? Or, you know, I don't know, who inspired you to do it? I know you're women-based, like women empowerment. Who inspired you, or how did you get involved as a woman doing it?
Oh, well, you know, when I got started, there weren't many women slacklining. There were maybe 5 in the world doing, you know, the highline stuff that I do. So I was really inspired by them and really encouraged to just, you know, try something new and just keep pushing yourself until you see success.
Heather, this might be a silly question, but what is the highest you've been, do you know, on?
The highest line I've been on is just over 1,000 feet over the Tasmanian peninsula. So.
That is amazing. I love how you just say it so naturally, like, 1,000 feet, no big deal.
No big deal. Yeah, it was really cool though. We're like over the sea. You could hear the sea otters down below. So it was,
wow.
You know, but it really changes the perspective, you know, when you have that much exposure. It's more of a mind game than a physical game at that point.
Do you think that's such an interesting point? When you're out there, do you think, or do you speak to yourself in your head? Do you quote any kind of poems or lyrics? Or, I mean, that sounds so silly, but I know for me, when I get in a Zen space skiing, I oftentimes will think about a lot of deep things in my life. Or do you kind of just focus on what you're doing and try to stay present in the moment?
Well, you know, you always want to hit that flow state when you're on the line. And to get there, for me, my mantra is always just like, be here. Now be here. So each step I tell myself, you know, be in this moment, or just like, okay, breathe here, be here, breathe here. So each step is a little different, but try to remember to stay in the moment that you're in instead of thinking about like how shaky your last step was or like how much further you have to walk. So just breathing.
So it's pretty much a mantra for life. I mean, you have to remind yourself, I'm here, I'm doing well, I'm present. And also, I'm sure, I mean, it is scary at times.
Definitely, yeah.
I was wondering, as far as all of this is concerned, I know you're independent, so you guys can kind of like do what you want and kind of create your own unique community. Is that something that you're excited about?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really exciting to bring the trick line competition back and bring the athletes that we thought would bring a lot of, you know, dynamic elements to the games. And so you're going to see a lot of tricks that you haven't seen before from athletes that you haven't seen before. So we've been able to get really creative with the event itself.
Do you, because it's all so new and you're kind of creating, well, you're not kind of, you're creating the sport as you go, do you get to pick the names for the tricks?
Yes. If you create the trick, usually people will create it like with their group of friends or We kind of steal tricks from trick names from other sports like the kayakers. I know they have like a sick nasty. We also have a sick nasty. So you know, we kind of draw because we all come from backgrounds of different sports. So we kind of draw from our backgrounds and then we create new things as well.
What is your favorite trick name that you've created or that other people have created? What's the funniest or the cutest, you think?
Oh, I don't know. That's a question I've never gotten before.
I know. I like Trick Nasty. I think that's dope.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, Heather. So GoPro Mountain Games, you're here. You're awesome. Your energy is amazing. We were both saying it's, you know, early in the morning and you're killing it. You're glowing brightly. What are you most stoked about here? Obviously, I know you're stoked about your sport, or are you stoked about music, seeing other people? What is your big pull this year?
I also climb and mountain bike, so I'm excited just to like watch those competitions. And then who doesn't love a good dog event. So
Thank you for saying that, because everyone always laughs at me and I'm like, no, the dogs are my favorite moment.
I saw a German Shepherd jump like 26 feet yesterday. So impressive. Yeah.
That's amazing. I am so stoked. I can't wait to watch you. Where can everyone see you?
So we will be at the International Bridge today, I believe 10:30 or no, 11:30. 11:30. And then we'll be here at the Trick Line for the competition at 1 o'clock.
Ooh, so I need to stick around and check it out. I'm really, really excited. That's awesome. Are you going to do a trick nasty?
I will not, but you might see it from someone else.
Can you tell us, can you give us a sneak peek? Or do you that's a good question actually. Do you make it up as you go, or do you kind of know what you're going to do before you go?
I usually know what I'm going to do before I go, but in competition, it depends on the athlete. They'll see what the person before them did and try to one-up them. So it's kind of on the fly, but they have, dialed in what tricks they want to land.
Heather, when I'm cheering for you, am I allowed to be really loud, or do you need silent? I like more mellowness. Do you get interrupted by people yelling and screaming?
Please cheer. Cheer loud.
Awesome. Well, Heather, you're amazing. I can't wait to check you out. Check out Heather, GoPro Mountain Games. Keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there, I'm Cece Zach with Good Day Vail, and recently I had the chance to sit down with someone who is extraordinarily passionate about helping us live our best life in the Vail Valley by teaching us about plant-based eating. I don't know much about it, I do it, but I'll tell you something, you need to stick with this episode so that you can learn how to resource the best ability to live in a plant-based environment. So stay tuned for that Good Day Vail episode on plant-based eating.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We are in the middle of hour number 2 of our Friday edition of the show, and we are kicking things off for day number 2 of the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games. It was quiet out here first thing this morning when we arrived. There was really nobody around. Now the village is starting to wake up. We have a lot of vendors starting to open up their booths. I've got a guy over here getting the, looks like he's getting the Yeti all styled out. We'll take a look. Come on over here. Let's show him this one real quick. This guy's getting the Yeti all ready to go. The vest looks good on the Yeti. I like that. Yeah. Is there somebody standing inside that costume? That'd be even better.
We'll switch it out without people knowing it.
I love it. You've got to do that for sure. So right here, behind us, Solaris, obviously, this is home of the collab creator stage. This is also the home of all the slackline activity that you're going to see for the demonstrations and some competitions. And then we got vendors kind of scattered all around, over 100 vendors. Let's walk over this way now. Take a look at the event map. I'll show you the schedule, and I'll show you where things are happening over the course of the day, because it's not just here, and it's not just there or over there. It's kind of everywhere the entire time. All right, so here we go. Event map. You got a good shot of that one? We good to go? So let me see if I can make sense of this for everybody to make it nice and easy. Kids climbing event registration. Solaris, they're not making it easy for me to find it. Solaris is kind of like, I want to say right here somewhere. But if you go towards the east, you're going to find the kids climbing wall. That is where the hangout is over at Golden Peak. All the food, all the kids events, and that's also where the athletes can get registered. A little further east of that is where the amphitheater is, the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. That's where all the music's taking place tonight. Orabello, we also have the Heavy. Tomorrow night we have the local natives will be performing on the stage there. As we make our way towards the center of town once again, behind us this way, going towards the I Bridge, is where a lot of the kayak events are happening for the competition for the freestyle. All the events, all the venues are set up down there, all the vendors. That's where the Orvis, where Davis is with Orvis, and there's also some more live music down there. As you make your way towards the west, which is this way, you're going to find Lion's Head. Over in Lion's Head is where all the dog activities are. The dueling dogs, we have the ponds where they can jump into the pools for distance. There's also the Eagle County Animal Shelter will be providing all of the shelter dogs that are up for adoption. They'll also be there with Rhiannon Rowe. And Rhiannon will be on camera here in just a little bit. We're going to talk to her. Hopefully she's going to bring a dog by. I think this afternoon, once people start arriving from the Front Range and from around to kick off the doors for the weekend, it's going to be busy here. And we've shown you that weather report over the past couple of times during the show, and it looks like bright sunshine all day long. We have a little bit of cloud cover. Bring some sunscreen, drink plenty of water, hydrate often, everybody. And there's going to be a lot of activity going on in Vail. Parking real quick, let's talk about that, because as soon as the Vail parking structure fills up and the Lion's Head parking structure fills up, that's when they're going to start allowing people to park on the frontage road. Do not park on the frontage road until you see that both of the structures are full, or you will get ticketed. Other than that, parking will be a little bit nuttier later on this afternoon, so get here early and stay here late, because it's not going to stop. Obviously, we checked in with Cheyenne Orvis a little bit ago, Shy on the Fly. She will be on the collab creator stage here in about an hour and a half. We got teams, crews from the Vail Valley Foundation getting everything set up even more, expecting a really busy weekend. 100,000 plus people should be a part of the GoPro Mountain Games this weekend, and we hope that you're definitely one of them. We have a couple more great interviews in this next hour. I'm going to talk with Davis Hermes here in just a little bit. We're going to talk to Abby Wren, and we got a few more things coming your way. This is the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games from Vail Village. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm Gretchen, and I'm here with one of my dear friends, Rhiannon, and I'm going to get this correct. Eagle County Animal Shelter. Eagle County Animal Shelter. I used to put the rescue in there, and that's not correct. How are you doing, Rhiannon? GoPro Mountain Games, we're here, and we have a new friend.
Yes, I love this event. This is one of our biggest adoption events of the year, and just being here is it's so much fun.
I'm so excited because I know that you had 9, am I correct? 9 dogs yesterday adopted, which is so neat. And we have a new buddy with us, and his name is Ham. Can you tell us about Ham?
Yeah, Ham is around 2 years old. He came to us from southern Utah, and he's just been great. He went on the Rocky Dog 5K last night, did so well. He's an adventure boy. He loves water. He loves other dogs. He's just happy. He's a little camera shy this morning, which I'm surprised because he's not shy.
I mean, maybe he didn't have his doggy coffee. We're all feeling a little tired, but we're stoked. We're amped about the GoPro Mountain Games. And Rhiannon, how many years have you guys been here with the dogs to adopt?
Gosh, over 10.
Wow.
Over 10 years. Yeah, it's amazing. It's every year it's getting bigger and better. The Vail Valley Foundation just does such an amazing job with getting us sponsors and getting our name out there, and we can't be any more happy. It's just awesome.
I love that. And so I know you are located in Lion's Head, and can you kind of give us a little bit like a rundown, a run through, as it were, of your day today and what the next couple of days will look like?
Yeah, so starting at 9 o'clock, we'll have dog adoptions, and we have 7, I think, that are going to be there. Some really cute puppies, some older dogs like Ham. We'll be in the Arabelle Square, so kind of a little bit away from the dock dogs, where it's a little quieter, a little more shade. And then at 3:30, we'll be at the Pacifico tent doing Yappy Hour. So we'll be there for a couple hours.
I love Yappy Hour.
Yes.
Okay, so when does Yappy Hour start?
Yappy Hour starts at 3:30, and so Pacifico's giving out some of their beer. So if you want to go to Yappy Hour, come by to our tent. We do have some coupons to get that beer for you, and we'll have some pups to play with. So it should be a good day.
I'm really vibing with Ham. I feel like Ham, you would think of someone going ham would be crazy, and he's so mellow. How old is Ham?
He's 2.
Okay, and 2 years old, and he is what kind of breed of dog?
He's a res dog, so he is a super mutt. I have no idea.
Super mutt.
I have no idea what he is. He is so sweet. He's good size. He's not very big, but he's still big enough to go on all kinds of fun adventures. Go mountain biking with you, hiking. He loves water. But we're thinking he could have a mix of some shepherd, some cattle dog. We just really have no idea.
He seems like an amazing adventure dog, and I have to say this, I feel like Rhiannon is the dog whisperer. Every dog that we see that you bring falls in love with you.
Well, I do feed them. So, gotta say.
Is your husband at this point like, no more pets, Rhiannon, we're done?
Yeah, we have a full house for sure.
Wait, I want to see if I'm correct. You have dogs, cats, a horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 cats, a dog, and a horse. So, yeah.
Only one dog, Rhiannon. I have 2. Maybe Rhiannon will adopt one of the dogs today.
Maybe I will.
So if you want to see and play with and or get your forever friend, you can head over to Lion's Head. And the times are what? What are the time?
So we'll be there at 9, so pretty soon, and then we'll be there close to a little after 5, with that Yappy Hour. So we're around all day.
And I think we've talked about this before, I know, on the show, but for people that maybe aren't really familiar, you can go and play and really vibe with the different dogs. And then if there's one you really like, what does that process look like?
Yeah, so we start with an application. We just want to get to know you, kind of want to know what your lifestyle is, if you rent, if you own, kind of who lives in your house. You have a bunch of kids, you have some dogs, and then, we'll talk to you there. And if we feel like it's the right fit, then we'll go through with the adoption. So.
And how long has the Eagle County Animal Shelter been around? Because that's something I think I've never asked you. And someone asked me actually the other day, and they're like, I thought you and Rhiannon were friends. I'm like, we are.
I really have no idea. I know that it used to be in Minturn, and then we moved to Eagle, but it's been a long time. So 20 plus years that we've been in Eagle.
That's awesome. And you've been there for how long?
11 years. Long time.
I love that. But I mean, it's amazing. And all the work you do and everything that you give back to the community, you guys are amazing. And I've taken both my dogs, I believe, or at least Gypsy there. And you've helped me with my dogs. And you're just incredible human beings. And I really have to say, personally, Gypsy and Bali, my 2 dogs, have been the biggest part of my life and part of the biggest blessing. And so if you want to get a dog, this is the time to do it. GoPro Mountain Games in the mountains. Go have some fun, Yappy Hour, and get your forever friend. And these dogs, they want a home.
Yeah, we have some great dogs, and we have some really great sponsors too. So you're not even going home just with the dog. You're going home with just all kinds of really cool swag, and we just have a lot of people that are really invested in helping us succeed, and we're so thankful.
So there's 9 dogs today.
7 dogs today, 9 were adopted yesterday.
Okay.
So
7 today. I went on Facebook and they look cute. They're so cute.
They're adorable. Yeah, they're all different colors, all different sizes. We have a real good group this year.
That is awesome. Well, I think everyone should head over to Lion's Head, go play with the dogs, say hey to Rhiannon. Do you have some more help with you today?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
You're like, I'm a one-woman show.
Not at all. No, I have my staff's here. We have some great volunteers, so we are fully staffed and we are ready.
You're ready.
Yes.
As, around you guys, what else is going on? Do you know, I know they're the dock dogs. Is that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The dock dogs are fantastic. It's so much fun to watch. The dogs get so excited. There's some great vendors that are out there, Roughwear, Katie's Collars. So we have all kinds of really cool vendors that are there. And it's a really cool vibe if you like dogs, which everybody should.
I know. I think I might have to run back to Edwards, get my dogs, and then come. And that's another thing I should say is you're able to bring your dogs with you, right? Like you can bring and interact with the other. Do you let dogs play with the new little puppies or not so much?
Not so much the little puppies, unless somebody's really interested, and obviously we want to do an introduction. But we try to make sure that we keep them, separate as much as we can, and then, just we don't want to get everybody too excited.
That could be a little bit of a hot mess. All the dogs running amok down around Lion's Head. One question I did have, because I have two. When I got Bali, it was really important, and Rhiannon's the one who called me and talked me through this, to introduce Bali to Gypsy. If someone is crazy about their dog like I am about Gypsy, and they need to see, and they're like, I really want to get a second, a friend for my dog, can they bring their dog down to introduce, like you said, to this new puppy if they're really thinking, hey, I want to bring home a dog today?
Yeah, absolutely. We recommend that. It's nice to meet the dogs on neutral territory, so a new dog's not coming into their home, and just make it as relaxed and as easy as possible. So yes, please bring your dog if you're interested in bringing another dog.
That's so exciting. It's so neat to think that people can come down today and literally leave with a dog.
Yeah, it's been fun. There's been a lot of tears of excitement and stuff, and so I love this event.
And you're here today, which is Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. Is that correct, or is it just Friday, Saturday?
We'll be here as long as we have dogs. So.
Oh, so you need to come down, but they're going fast.
They're flying off the shelves.
I love you, Rhiannon. I don't know, how are you never tired? This woman, I don't think, sleeps. Everywhere I go, you're like omnipresent. You're everywhere. My last question for you, because I know that we need to get you back to your dogs. What is your favorite part about this GoPro Mountain Games? I mean, I know you're very athletic and you do all the things as well. Are you more dog-centric, or do you love all the mountain games? What's your favorite moment in the mountain games?
I just like how it just brings everybody together. You get so many people. Everybody's just happy to be outside. They're happy that summer started. The Vail Valley Foundation brings so many awesome events here. So you get so many different. I mean, I was just meeting, with the slacklining, and all that. And it's just so much fun. And then obviously the energy at Dogtown is just so good. Amazing. Yeah.
Well, Rhiannon, you're amazing. Thank you for everything that you do, truly, and for getting all these beautiful dogs adopted. Head down to Lion's Head. Check out this guy. He's not ham right now. Maybe a little doggy coffee later. He'll be a little bit more awake. And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Good morning, Vail.
Should we look at you the whole time?
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We're so excited. I'm already friends. Mike and Ann Honeytrek. I am going to let them explain. I might be kind of cheesy right now because I am so excited. GoPro Mountain Games. These two have a story that is so dope. I am so stoked to interview you guys. Mike and Honeytrek, how are you doing?
Fantastic. We're really excited to be here. It's our first GoPro Mountain Games and second time in Vail, but never in the summer.
Oh, you've never been to Vail in the summer?
Nope.
Okay, before we dive into all things you guys, what do you think?
It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And we're mountain people.
Yeah.
It's like we got married in the mountains. We got married actually outdoors in the snow. They had to plow the aisle. So we are mountain people for sure.
Oh, you are my tribe. We were talking off camera, and I'm like, we are going to be best friends. We will talk more about that. So Mike and Ann have a very interesting story. I will let you tell everyone all about this.
Yeah, so we basically went on our honeymoon in January of 2012. It was going to be a one-year honeymoon. We sold all our stuff and quit our jobs. And then we started Honeytrek, and now we're 11 years in, and we have not had a home or an apartment a single day since January 2012. So we just travel full-time, create content, and try and create sustainable content around destinations and events, which is what brought us here.
So pretty much you went on your honeymoon and never returned.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, we thought we were coming home and we're going to have the picket fence and the kids and the whole thing, but we're like, there's so much to learn. We're meeting so many amazing people, and who's to say you have to do it that way? So sort of the world is our classroom and the one we've met. So yeah, over 4,000 days later and 77 countries and 7 continents, we're still curious for more and just feel like the more we travel too, the more we have a voice to go, okay, travel can make a difference and be a force for good. So we're trying to weave that more and more into our stories.
If you guys aren't feeling a little envious, I'm like, this is amazing. And what is Honeytrek exactly?
It's basically a website. It's social across all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere we share stories, and then our blog. So yeah, it's basically a community. We've got about 400,000 people that follow our journeys, and hopefully they're not jealous, but inspired to chase their dream, whether that dream is travel or starting a business, but just to kind of break out of their shell and realize that we don't need to be all on the same train track of life, which most people at the mountain games are, are chasing their own dreams and breaking free of the mold. But yeah, we just try and do it, and it's mostly around travel and getting off the beaten track. And
yeah, and especially we have a focus on like couples adventure travel, because it started as our honeymoon, but it's always about like getting out there with the person you love, chasing dreams, having big adventures. We actually wrote a book for National Geographic called Ultimate Journeys for Two, which is all about that.
I saw that, and I I need to say, you guys, all these accolades, that's amazing, and you need to feel good. You must feel very proud of yourselves. That's awesome. And I love that you said not to feel jealous, but to be inspired, because I think that's a huge point of the GoPro Mountain Games as well. And in your particular journey, I love that you said that, because it's truth. You inspired me. I was like, we were talking off camera, and I'm like, I'm ready to find that human and go travel around the world.
And the travel doesn't need to be so expensive, right? Like people look at our life and they're like, wow, you travel 52 weeks a year. My vacation costs X thousands of dollars a week. How do you afford it? But traveling slower, overland, we're not doing long haul flights every 2 weeks to Asia or Africa or Europe. We get there, we travel slowly in local transit, we stay in local guest houses. So it's much more affordable when you travel slowly, and also much more fulfilling than your normal trip where you check into the Hilton, get a cab, go to a museum, eat a nice restaurant and fly home. You don't really meet the local people like you do when you go slowly. So we definitely tell people, if you can, at some point in your life, especially before you're retired and can't hike Machu Picchu or the Torres, like get out there, go on a long trip of a couple months and really dive deep into destinations.
Yeah, because there'll be never be a perfect time for this. There's always things that are going to get in the way. You never feel like you'll have, enough money or enough time or whatever it is, but like this is an invaluable experience. It really is a part of your education and a way of sort of global thinking and building those bridges of, it's amazing how much, humility we've gained and understanding of tolerance by just throwing yourself into another country where you are the outsider and you need to sort of go with the local ways and respect that. So I think it really does, it's a good listen for kids to any age.
I love that too because a quote came to mind. I'm not a tourist, I'm a traveler. And I think that's absolutely what you guys are tapping into. And I love that moment as well. And I think the carbon footprint is probably a lot less the way that you guys are traveling as well.
For sure, yeah. And we definitely try and, again, inspire people to be more green, not just environmentally, but also to the communities that they visit to try and leave these places better. And when we speak, we're actually speaking at the collab stage. If anybody's around 11 o'clock on Saturday, you're going to talk more about our journey, but mostly how we travel sustainably, and just we're giving 11 different tips, kind of tangible takeaways for how people can make their travels more sustainable, again, like for the environment and these communities. So come on by at 11 if you
There'll be
want
some fun stories too.
Yeah.
So and it's all it is. Like nobody has to be perfect, and sustainable doesn't have to be boring. There's ways to do the things that you're doing anyway, like hiking to dining at a restaurant. It's just about like a little pivot in the choices you make, and still have like an amazing time and a meaningful experience.
So this is a loaded question. What is your favorite, you can choose a couple if you want to, your favorite place that you've been to thus far? I was going to say and your favorite people, but I feel like you guys beauty attracts beauty, so the energy is amazing. I mean that. What is your favorite place that you've been to thus far?
We we actually just came from 3 months in Europe, and that's the whole thing. If we have a transatlantic flight, we will push it to the end of a visa. So we landed in Germany, and then we overlanded through the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Bulgaria, Romania, and then just spent 3 more weeks in Greece. And we were just in some remote corners of Greece, and everyone goes to the same place as Santorini.
Yes.
No, my goodness. This place, Carpathos, was like, blew my mind, like, mountains busting out of the sea, very few tourists, very rich local traditions, and I mean, Greek food is so good.
And I'll give a fun one. Everybody knows Croatia, right?
Yes.
It's super popular. It's all over everyone's Instagram. But I think it was about 60 miles away. We rented a car and went to Bosnia-Herzegovina. It was amazing. So add that to your list. That was a blast.
You guys, when I travel, is it okay if I hit you up and ask you all the things? You can do a little list.
Absolutely.
Anyone can hit us up. We're just Honey Trek on everything, TikTok, DM us on Instagram, Facebook, wherever. Check out our books, Ultimate Journeys for Two. And then we also wrote a book called Comfortably Wild, which is about the best glamping all over North America. It's the only book on glamping, so.
I'm a glamper. I'm into that. You guys are dope. Thank you so much. And check out Honey Trek, please. And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad, sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, we want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Do you love Good Morning Vail and you loved Good Day Vail, well, now you can listen to them wherever you go, since both have recently become a podcast. So wherever you like to listen to your podcast, you can download Good Morning Vail or Good Day Vail, whether you have an Apple or Android. That way you can always be in the know before you go. We love getting to be here for you and bring you all the wonderful information for the community. So make sure that you check us out wherever you listen to your podcast.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that. Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome back to the show. We're saving the best for the last, the final interview. We calling it that? You want to go with that, Davis? What do you think?
Big words, big words.
Davis Hermes, from this area in Vail, went to Vail Christian High School. Local boy, right? I guess you could say that in a way, right?
Yeah, totally.
Were you born and raised here?
Born and raised in Edwards.
Yeah. And you're a slackliner. That's your baby.
Yeah, I found slacklining when I was 12 here at the Mountain Games. I saw it for the first time, and I was like, I need to do that. And here we are now, 10, 11, 12 years later.
Let's talk about, you have some accolades too. Don't you have some things, the first ever, are you a world champ? Tell us a little bit about your medal list or what you've done.
The big thing is last year I won the World Championships.
Last year I won the World Championships.
In Lac, Switzerland, for freestyle highlining. It's different than the trick lining that we see here at GoPro Games, or GoPro Mountain Games, but yeah, just a different division of the sport. So that's a big one.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then smaller things, I am like the youngest person to ever walk a high line or send a high line, which means just cross it without falls. I did that when I was 12. Yeah, those are two of the more notable things.
So you got drawn into the high line aspect as opposed to the trick stuff at an earlier time. Did you go through the trick stages though?
Yeah, absolutely. So I almost was actually going to correct you there. I was really drawn to the tricks, and kind of later in life as my slackline career progressed, then I was more into the highlining. And I think part of that was just due to me getting older. Like when I'm 12, I'm not really able or was capable to go rig a highline and have that
trick line. You can do it
going
anywhere.
on. Yeah, and then trick lining, I could go to the park. So I'd go across the street, single tree park, just rig a line.
I was down there because I live in Single Tree. There were lines all set up in Single Tree the other day and kids on them still to this day.
That's awesome.
That's your inspiration, I guarantee you.
That's funny to hear because so there wasn't any like ban on slacklining or anything there, and I think I ended up actually having them put up a sign for a couple years that said slacklining is prohibited or whatever it said verbatim on that sign. And now I went back, I don't know, this a few years ago, I went back and the sign's actually not there anymore. So yeah, slack it up.
They're doing it. I love it, right? Okay, so when you transition to highline, define highline. What makes it, is there a certain height that makes it a highline?
Yeah, so it's definitely like a debated term depending on who you ask.
What's an average?
Some will say higher than it is long, and others will say like over 100 feet high. It's high up. And I think when you see one, you're like, that's a high line. And here at Gore Creek, a lot of people, including myself, would call it more of like a midline. You're leashing in, but there's not quite as much direct risk, and it's a little less like if you weren't harnessed in and you fell, like
you'd fall in the water.
You
might end up falling on a kayaker because the kayakers and the rafters are underneath you half the time, competing and doing their thing while you guys are above them.
Yeah, I feel comfy with them. They'll save me.
You do, right? So you have no fear of heights.
No, I have not a huge fear of heights, but I'm scared of heights for sure. And I think that's part of why I like what I do. It's part of, you have to teach yourself to cope with that fear and just breathe through it and understand that even if it's scary and when it is scaring you, that like it's okay and you know why things work the way they do in terms of your gear, and you trust your gear and you just manage that fear.
I love it. So we have a little bit of stuff going on over the course of the weekend. You're going to be doing some demonstrations over the midline, over the river. Is that correct?
Yeah, today at 11:30 is a performance over at an international bridge over the kayak hole. And I believe then it's 10 and 11 for Saturday and then Sunday.
Yep.
And we might have a couple others that we sneak in there, but those are the set times.
And there's also a little bit of an invitational competition back here this year, right?
Yeah, so the trick line competition is back in Solaris Plaza at 1 o'clock today, Saturday, and Sunday. We have the trick line competition, and super high-level athletes from Japan, Chile, Mexico.
These are all people that you know, the names you've competed against them of any sort, or you just know the names?
Some of them in the past. Some of them I have competed against in the past when I was more into the trick line stuff. But now, I mean, really everyone is doing tricks that are so far above my head. It's really cool to watch. Yeah.
Progression, man. It's awesome, isn't
wild.
it? In any sport, anywhere, progression is the ticket. All right, we're going to bring Gretchen back in here now. We're going to wrap the show. Come on over here. Let's get you in the middle. Or wherever, I'll go in the middle, whatever you want to do.
Hey.
Davis, we got Gretchen back.
What up? How are
so
you?
Gretchen, if he wanted to say, let's get you on the slack line, would you do it?
I would do it, but I would fall. I tried, man. It's hard.
Start in the park, you know, it's just like anything, you know, you're not going to just start like doing flips all of a sudden. You're just going to start on a line that's a couple feet up and
Davis,
slowly
me.
progress.
You haven't met me.
I believe. I believe.
You got to
Just
start with
saying.
believing. All right,
Okay.
so we're going to wrap things up. It's been a great show. We're glad you're with us here for the GoPro Mountain Games. We're going to be checking you out over the course of the weekend. Swing by the Collab Creator Stage. You want to talk to Mike and Ann, find out more about the everlasting honeymoon story that they have going on and their sustainability efforts. It's great stuff. This is the GoPro Mountain Games. What do you got to share? What came out of it for you today? What do you think?
I am so
you're in
inspired.
that place. You're always inspired. I love that
am-
you get inspired. It's
I
so
am.
good.
I would like to travel, I think, now. I want to be Mike and Ann when I grow up. It's a true story. I would like to travel all over. I would like to slackline. I just, I think everyone's energy is amazing. I'm really inspired by everyone, and I'm stoked to be out here and see everyone out here.
And are you going to spend the day? You're going to explore some of the activities maybe? What do you want to go? Dogs? Oh, you like the dogs.
Dock dogs, and also I'm going to get some coffee after this, true story, and then I'm just going to walk around and see everyone. I'm excited. Dogs, yes, of course, yeah.
And then you guys, along with what you have going on for the demos, you have a spot down here at Solaris where people can come and try out the little slack lines, right? Little kids want to give it a shot?
Yeah, we have an interactive area. It's open anytime you come through till 4, aside from when the competition is going. But yeah, come try some slack lines. Really great ones to start on.
We're glad you're here, buddy. It's good to see you.
Thank you, likewise.
Gretchen, I'm glad you're here too.
I am so glad that I'm here.
Let's
too,
have a good day.
Mark.
Let's go
I
make
know.
some memories. Let's go make some friends. Don't talk about my jeans.
I'm going to
cutoffs
put on the
anymore.
jorts. I'm excited.
We don't need to go down that road. We're good.
It's amazing.
Anyways, thanks for being a part of our live show. Mark and Gretchen
you.
signing off.
Yes.
Thanks to everybody who's been a part of it. Enjoy the weekend. We have great weather and a lot of great activities, some great people watching. It's going to be busy in Vail. This is the 2023 GoPro Mountain Games, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.